South Korea, the land of morning calm, a land of contrasts. Ancient temples nestled amongst towering skyscrapers, whispers of history echoing through bustling streets. This ain't your grandpappy's Korea. This is a country that's shed its skin, embraced the future, and emerged as a global powerhouse. Once ravaged by war, South Korea has risen from the ashes, a testament to human resilience and ambition. It's a place where tradition dances with innovation, where ancient wisdom meets cutting-edge technology, where the old world collides with the new, creating something altogether unique. But don't just take my word for it. Come see for yourself. Let the energy of Seoul's streets wash over you. Lose yourself in the neon lights and pulsing beats of Gangnam. Taste the fiery kimchi and savor the subtle flavors of bibimbap. This is a sensory experience, folks, one that will stay with you long after you've left. Seoul, a city that truly never sleeps. A concrete jungle pulsating with life, where ancient palaces stand shoulder to shoulder with futuristic skyscrapers, where the scent of street food mingles with the exhaust fumes of a million motorbikes. This is a city of contrasts, a sensory overload that will leave you breathless. Imagine this. You're walking down a narrow alleyway, the smell of roasting chestnuts filling your nostrils. Old men huddle around a game of Go, their faces etched with concentration. Turn a corner, and you're met with a wall of sound. K-pop blasts from a nearby store, while teenagers in platform shoes dance to the beat. This is Seoul in a nutshell. A city that never stops moving, never stops evolving. It's a place where you can find anything you're looking for. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or a party animal, Seoul has something to offer. And trust me, you'll never want to leave. But South Korea is more than just its bustling capital. Venture beyond the neon lights of Seoul, and you'll discover a country of breathtaking natural beauty. Rugged mountains give way to lush green valleys. Sparkling coastlines beckon you to explore their hidden coves. Picture yourself hiking through ancient forests, the only sound the wind rustling through the leaves. Or imagine yourself relaxing on a pristine beach, the warm sand between your toes. South Korea's natural landscapes offer a welcome respite from the urban jungle. And let's not forget the food. Korean cuisine is a revelation. Bold flavors, fresh ingredients, and a fiery kick that will leave you wanting more. From the humble kimchi to the complex flavors of bibimbap, every bite is a culinary adventure. So, buckle up, folks. We're about to embark on a journey through the heart and soul of South Korea. Nowhere is contrast more evident than in South Korea's urban landscape. Towering skyscrapers pierce the clouds, shimmering monuments to economic prowess. Take the Lotte World Tower, for example, a behemoth of steel and glass, 123 floors, soaring over 1,800 feet. Dongdaemun Design Plaza, a futuristic spaceship in the city. Seoul Forest Tower, a green oasis in the concrete jungle. Now, getting around a city this sprawling might seem daunting, but fear not, my friends. South Korea boasts a public transportation system that's the envy of the world. Fast, efficient, and ridiculously easy to use. Clearly marked lines, spotless stations, and trains that arrive on time. Take a ride on the KTX, South Korea's high-speed rail network. These sleek silver bullets will whisk you across the country. South Korea's urban innovation isn't just about shiny buildings and fast trains. It's about creating a better quality of life for its citizens. Smart cities, sustainability, and using technology to tackle real-world problems. Songdo, built from scratch on reclaimed land, is a living laboratory for urban innovation. Sensors monitor traffic and energy, allowing real-time adjustments. It's like sci-fi, but real and working. Songdo models sustainable urban development. Across South Korea, cities embrace smart technology to improve lives. So there you have it, folks. South Korea's urban landscape is a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. It's a place where tradition and modernity collide, where ancient wisdom meets cutting-edge technology. It's a glimpse into the future of our cities, and it's nothing short of inspiring. But we're just getting started, folks. In the next part of our journey, we'll delve into the heart of South Korea's urban jungle, exploring its vibrant nightlife, its culinary delights, and its unique brand of entertainment. We'll wander through neon-lit alleys, savor the smoky aroma of street food, and lose ourselves in the pulsating rhythm of K-pop. So buckle up, my friends, because things are about to get interesting. Stay tuned. Now, let's talk tech, baby. South Korea isn't just building impressive skylines, they're building the future. This is a country that lives and breathes technology, from the fastest internet speeds on the planet to cutting-edge robotics. It's enough to make your head spin, but in a good way, trust me. We're talking 5G networks that make your downloads feel like teleportation. We're talking robots serving you coffee and teaching your kids. We're talking about a society that has fully embraced the digital age and is reaping the benefits. It's like stepping into a sci-fi novel, only it's real and it's awesome. But it's not just about gadgets and gizmos, folks. It's about using technology to solve problems, to make life better for everyone. From smart cities that manage traffic flow to telehealth initiatives that connect rural communities with doctors, South Korea is proving that technology can be a force for good. It's an inspiring example for the rest of the world to follow. Now, you don't become a technological powerhouse without some serious brainpower. And let me tell you, South Korea takes education seriously. We're talking about a highly competitive education system that churns out some of the brightest minds on the planet. These kids are hungry for knowledge, and they're not afraid of hard work. From a young age, Korean students are encouraged to excel in STEM fields: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And it shows. South Korea consistently ranks among the top countries in the world in terms of educational achievement. But it's not just about rote memorization and test scores. South Korean education also emphasizes creativity, critical thinking, and collaboration. They're not just creating robots, they're creating innovators, thinkers, and problem solvers. These are the minds that will shape the future, and they're coming out of South Korea. Now, let's talk about something a little more fun, shall we? South Korea's cultural influence has exploded in recent years, thanks in part to the global phenomenon that is K-pop. These catchy tunes, slick dance moves, and impossibly good-looking stars have taken the world by storm. But K-pop is just the tip of the iceberg, folks. South Korean cinema, television, and art are all experiencing a renaissance. From the heart-wrenching dramas to the mind-bending thrillers, Korean filmmakers are pushing boundaries and captivating audiences worldwide. And let's not forget about the art scene. From traditional ink paintings to cutting-edge installations, South Korean artists are making a splash on the international stage. They're blending ancient techniques with modern sensibilities, creating works that are both beautiful and thought-provoking. It's a cultural explosion, and the world is taking notice. The soul of a nation. But beneath the gleaming skyscrapers and technological marvels, there's a heart and soul to South Korea that's impossible to ignore. This is a country with a rich history, a vibrant culture, and a deep sense of national pride. It's a place where ancient traditions coexist with modern sensibilities, creating a unique and captivating blend. Take a stroll through Bukchon-hanok village in Seoul, with its traditional Korean houses and winding alleyways. Visit a Buddhist temple and witness the serenity of centuries-old rituals. Or simply sit down for a cup of tea with a local and experience the warmth and hospitality of the Korean people. This is the true beauty of South Korea, folks. It's a country that has embraced progress without forgetting its roots. It's a place where ancient and modern coexist in perfect harmony. And it's a place that will stay with you long after you've left. All right, folks, the sun's dipped below those shiny skyscrapers, and the city's about to transform. Remember all that energy we talked about, that urban hum? Well, hold on to your hats, because Seoul After Dark is a whole nother beast. It's like someone cranked the volume up to 11 and plugged the city into a different kind of grid. We're talking neon signs blazing to life, lighting up the streets in a kaleidoscope of colors. The air thrumming with music, everything from thumping K-pop anthems to smooth jazz spilling out of hidden bars. Crowds of people, dressed to the nines, flowing through the streets like a river of excitement. And the best part? This energy is contagious. You can't help but get swept up in the excitement. It's like the city itself is inviting you to let loose, to forget your worries and just enjoy the moment. Trust me, folks, a night out in Seoul is an experience you won't soon forget. Now, I know what you're thinking. All this partying is going to work up an appetite. Don't you worry, my friend, because Seoul's got you covered. Remember those street food stalls we talked about? Well, they don't just pack up and go home when the sun goes down. In fact, they might just be getting started. Imagine the scent of grilling meat, spicy kimchi pancakes sizzling on hot plates, and the sweet aroma of bungjapang, fish-shaped pastries filled with red bean paste, wafting through the air. It's enough to make your mouth water a river. And the best part? You can grab a bite for next to nothing. Pull up a plastic stool alongside the locals, grab some chopsticks, and dig in. It's the perfect way to fuel up for a night of exploring all that Seoul has to offer. All right, let's talk entertainment, shall we? When it comes to nightlife, Seoul has something for everyone. Want to belt out your favorite tunes after a few shots of soju? Karaoke, or noraebang as they call it here, is practically a national sport. Step into one of the countless karaoke rooms that dot the city, grab a microphone, and let loose. Trust me, no one's judging your singing voice after a few bottles of Korea's favorite spirit. Looking for something a little more high energy? Seoul's club scene is off the hook. From underground EDM dens to glitzy K-pop megaclubs, you'll find every genre of music imaginable pumping through state-of-the-art sound systems. And of course, no trip to South Korea would be complete without experiencing a live K-pop show. These high-octane performances are a feast for the senses, with elaborate choreography, dazzling costumes, and enough energy to power a small city. It's an experience you won't soon forget. But here's the thing about Seoul's nightlife. It's not just about the big, flashy clubs and neon-lit streets. Some of the city's most magical moments are found in its quieter corners. Tucked away down narrow alleyways, you'll find cozy bars with live jazz, intimate tea houses where you can sip on traditional Korean brews, and hidden speakeasies with secret passwords and killer cocktails. These hidden gems give you a glimpse into a different side of Seoul, a side that's a little more laid back, a little more intimate. It's a side that you have to search for, but trust me, it's worth the effort. So there you have it, folks. Seoul's nightlife is a wild, wonderful, and utterly unforgettable experience. It's a city that truly never sleeps. And trust me, once you've tasted the energy of Seoul After Dark, you won't want to either. Now, I've thrown a lot of facts and figures at you, painted you pictures with words, but here's the thing about travel. Folks, it's personal. My Seoul is going to be different from your Seoul. What makes this country so fascinating is how it weaves into your own story. I remember my first time in Namdaemun Market, a sensory explosion, bargaining for trinkets, dodging food carts, and soaking it all in. It wasn't just about the stuff, it was the energy. It felt like the heart of the city. Maybe your Namdaemun will be a quiet temple courtyard, finding peace amongst the incense smoke and ancient trees. Maybe it'll be that hole-in-the-wall bar, tucked away down an alley, where you sip soju with locals and try to communicate through laughter and gestures. The point is, this ain't a checklist, folks. It's about finding those moments that resonate with you, that make you feel truly alive. Beyond the guidebooks, finding your own adventure. Yeah, we can talk about the must-sees, the palaces, the DMZ, the K-pop museums, all that jazz. And don't get me wrong, they're worth seeing. But there's a whole lot of magic to be found off the beaten path, in those unscripted moments that make a trip truly special. Rent a bike, get lost in the back streets of Gangnam, stumble upon a tiny restaurant with no English menu, point at something that looks good, and hope for the best. Take a cooking class, learn to make kimchi from a little old lady who doesn't speak a word of your language, but communicates through food and smiles. That's where the real adventure lies, folks. It's about saying yes to the unknown, about embracing the unexpected, about getting a little lost and finding yourself along the way. Trust me, those are the stories you'll be telling for years to come. The kindness of strangers, a universal language. Look, I've been around the block a few times, seen a lot of the world, and let me tell you, there's something special about the people in South Korea. There's a warmth there, a generosity of spirit that's hard to find these days. Maybe it's that Confucian respect for elders, that sense of community, or maybe it's just in their DNA. But I've been lost in translation more times than I can count, and without fail, someone's always there to help. A hand gesture, a shared laugh, a bowl of kimchi offered with a smile. It's a universal language, folks. It's that human connection, that willingness to go the extra mile, that makes all the difference. It's what turns a trip from a series of sights into a genuine experience. So yeah, go for the skyscrapers and the technology, but stay for the people, because they're the ones who will truly steal your heart. Section 4. One last shot of Soju, a toast to new experiences. So here we are, folks, end of the line, or at least the end of this particular journey. We've climbed mountains of steel and glass, navigated neon-lit jungles, and shared more than a few bottles of Soju along the way. But here's the thing, this is just the beginning. South Korea, it gets under your skin, leaves you wanting more. It's a country of endless possibilities, a place where ancient traditions meet futuristic dreams. So what are you waiting for? Book that ticket, pack your bags, and get ready to experience South Korea for yourself. Trust me, you won't regret it. And hey, before you go, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. Let's spread the love for South Korea, one adventure at a time. Until next time, folks, keep exploring. Cheers. So, we've walked the neon streets, felt the pulse of K-pop thrumming through our bones, tasted the fire of kimchi and the sweet reward of Soju. But what lingers, long after the plane touches down back home, is the echo of innovation. South Korea isn't just catching up to the future, it's writing the damn thing. That energy, that drive to build something new, something better, it seeps into your pores. Suddenly, the world back home seems a little duller, the possibilities a little smaller. You start looking at your own city, your own life, and wondering, why not? Why can't we push harder, dream bigger? That's the mark South Korea leaves on you. It's not just a stamp in your passport, it's a shift in perspective. A reminder that progress isn't a straight line, it's a wild, exhilarating ride. And sometimes, you just gotta hold on and enjoy the chaos. Look, I could feed you the usual travel brochure BS, experience a different culture, broaden your horizons. But that's not what this is about. South Korea isn't just a destination, it's a damn catalyst. It forces you out of your comfort zone, makes you question your assumptions, opens your eyes to new ways of thinking and being. You'll come back with more than just souvenirs and Instagram stories. You'll come back changed. Maybe you'll finally try that crazy business idea you've been sitting on. Maybe you'll learn to say yes more, to embrace the unknown. Hell, maybe you'll even learn a few words of Korean. The point is, South Korea lights a fire under your ass, and that fire, it can burn for a lifetime. Well, folks, it's that bittersweet moment. Time to say goodbye. But here's the thing about goodbyes. They're just hellos in disguise. Because once you've tasted the energy of South Korea, it never really leaves you. It stays with you, a whisper in the back of your mind, a craving for kimchi at 3 a.m. You'll find yourself seeking out Korean restaurants, humming along to K-pop on the subway, looking at the world with fresh eyes. And trust me, it won't be long before you're itching to go back, to dive back into that intoxicating mix of old and new, familiar and strange. So, until we meet again, South Korea. Keep pushing boundaries, keep innovating, keep surprising us. And to all you folks watching, don't just take my word for it. Get out there, explore, discover. The world's waiting.